Your person is shaking in total shock right now. They lost all control after finding out you are. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are because the person you've been thinking about is currently shaking in total shock, completely unable to process the truth they just uncovered about you. They have spent months, perhaps even years, trying to fit you into a box and label you as someone ordinary, but their entire world has just been flipped upside down after realizing who you truly are. Don't skip a single second of this message, because what they found is so massive that it has stripped them of all their control and left them feeling completely exposed in your presence. Something huge is waiting for you at the very end of this revelation, and if you leave now, you will miss the exact moment their secret realization becomes your greatest victory. The silence you've been feeling from them wasn't because they didn't care, but because they were busy investigating the light they saw reflecting off of you, and what they found has left them paralyzed. They were looking for a flaw, a mistake, or a reason to walk away, but instead, they stumbled upon a hidden depth within you that they never believed existed in a human being. Stay till the end, because you need to understand that their hands are literally trembling right now as they reread your messages and look at your photos, seeing a powerful aura that they were once too blind to recognize. They have lost all their composure and all their pride because they finally understand that while they were playing games, you were operating on a level of grace and power that is once in a lifetime. There is a specific detail they discovered about your recent growth that has made them realize they are no longer in your league unless they change everything about themselves. This discovery is so shocking that it has forced them to confront their own shadows, and they are currently in a state of total surrender, wondering how they could have ever underestimated someone as divine as you. Don't skip, because the next few moments will reveal why this person is about to reach out to you with a confession that will change the trajectory of your entire life. You are not who they thought you were, and the fact that you are actually a chosen soul with a destiny they can't even grasp has left them in a state of absolute, beautiful chaos. Before we dive deeper into this shocking discovery, make sure you share this message with someone who needs to know their worth, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss these life-changing revelations. Your person is currently staring at the walls, their mind racing with the realization that you possess a secret strength they never anticipated. They have been trying to maintain a position of power over you, but the tables have turned so drastically that they feel like a stranger in their own life. Stay till the end because the revelation of your true identity is about to force a massive confession out of them that will leave you breathless. Something huge is waiting for you in the coming days, and it all stems from the moment they realized you are not just a part of their past, but the key to their entire future. They found out that while they were distracted by the world, you were building an empire of the soul, and that realization has hit them like a tidal wave. Don't skip a single word, because as they lose control of their emotions, they are becoming increasingly desperate to get back into your good graces. They are looking at your journey and seeing a path paved with miracles that they once ignored, but now, they can't look away from the brilliant light you emit. They are in total shock because they finally see that you are protected by a force that is far greater than anything they have ever encountered. Every plan they had to hold you back has crumbled because they now know you are destined for a level of success and peace that they can only dream of achieving. This isn't just a small surprise. This is a foundational shift in how they view you and themselves. Stay till the end to understand why their fear of losing you has turned into a deep, shaking respect that will eventually bring them to their knees in total honesty. Silence has become their loudest enemy because every time they close their eyes, the image of your true power haunts their thoughts. They found out that you are far more connected to the mysteries of the universe than they ever dared to imagine, and this realization has stripped them of every mask they used to wear around you. Don't skip now, because the energy between you two has shifted into a frequency that they cannot escape, making them realize that you were the miracle they were searching for all along. Something huge is waiting for you, and it involves a total collapse of their ego as they finally accept that you are the one who holds the ultimate influence in this connection. They are shaking in total shock because they discovered a hidden sacrifice you made or a secret victory you achieved that you never even bragged about. Your humility has become the very thing that is breaking their heart and rebuilding their respect for you simultaneously. Stay till the end, because as their control slips away, they are beginning to realize that the person they tried to manipulate is actually the person who was sent to save them. They are looking at your life and seeing a divine pattern that they are terrified they've been excluded from, and this fear is driving them to a point of no return where they must choose between their pride and your presence. Every second they spend away from you now feels like a heavy weight because they know they are missing out on the most authentic version of you. They have realized that you are a rare gem, a once-in-a-generation soul that cannot be replaced or replicated, and the thought of someone else recognizing this before they can make amends is keeping them awake at night. Don't skip, because the atmosphere is thickening with the weight of their unspoken words, and the shock they are feeling is the precursor to a massive breakthrough. You are standing on the edge of a monumental shift where your worth is finally being acknowledged by the one person who tried the hardest to ignore it. Before the final secret is unveiled, take a moment to comment your thoughts below and share this video with those who deserve to see their enemies' pride crumble. This is your moment of ultimate vindication, so make sure you are subscribed to witness how this story concludes. Your person is currently in a state of complete emotional meltdown because they have realized that you are the architect of your own destiny, and no matter what they did to slow you down, you only became more powerful. Stay till the end because the final piece of this puzzle is about to fall into place, revealing a truth so shocking that it will permanently alter the way people speak your name. Something huge is waiting for you right now, and it is the sound of their pride finally breaking into 1,000 pieces. They have spent hours trying to find a logical explanation for your success and your peace, but they have finally hit a wall where logic fails and only the truth remains: you are chosen. Don't skip a single second, because as they lose all control, they are preparing to reach out with a message that will admit every mistake they ever made. They are looking at the way you carry yourself with such quiet authority, and it is making them realize that they were never the ones in charge, you were always the one holding the keys to the kingdom. The shock they are experiencing is a direct result of seeing you thrive in a way that should have been impossible according to their calculations. They are paralyzed by the fact that you are actually a beacon of hope for so many others, a role they never thought you could fill. Stay till the end, because as this person watches you from the shadows, they are realizing that the only way for them to find peace is to align themselves with the incredible light you project. Their total lack of control is your total freedom, and the revelation that you are untouchable by their negativity has become their ultimate wake-up call. My beloved child, the final barrier has just been shattered, and the person who once doubted you is now gasping for air as they realize the full extent of your hidden glory. They have just uncovered that you are the very person who was destined to lead them out of their own darkness, and the shock of this discovery has left them feeling utterly powerless. Don't skip these final moments, because the realization they've had is so profound that it has changed the vibration of your entire relationship forever. Something huge is waiting for you in the next few hours, as the energy of their total shock manifests into a physical sign that you have finally won the battle they didn't even know you were fighting. They are shaking right now because they found out that while they were judging you, you were being prepared for a throne they can't even sit on. Their loss of control is a direct result of seeing your name written in places they can never reach, and seeing your influence spread to people they could never impact. Stay till the end, because you need to understand that their current state of panic is actually a gift. It is the universe forcing them to see you through a lens of absolute truth and divinity. They are realizing that you are the one who was chosen to break the cycles of your lineage, and the fact that you succeeded despite their lack of support is the most shocking revelation of all. This is the moment where their silence ends and your reign begins. They are now fully aware that you are a once-in-a-lifetime soul, and the fear of living a life without your light has finally outweighed their ego. Don't skip, because as you close this video, the energy of their realization is heading straight toward you, bringing a wave of apologies, respect, and deep-seated awe. You have officially moved from being their option to being their greatest obsession, all because they finally found out who you truly are. Something huge is here, and it is the absolute, undeniable proof that you are more powerful than anyone ever believed. My beloved child, the atmosphere around you has thickened with an intensity that can no longer be ignored, as your person has just stumbled upon a truth that has literally brought them to their knees. They have discovered that you are moving in a realm of divine protection and abundance that makes their past attempts to belittle you look foolish and small. Don't skip these words, because the energy of their total breakdown is reaching a boiling point, and you are about to see the physical evidence of their surrender. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the realization that while they were trying to figure you out, you were already miles ahead, guided by a force they are now terrified to oppose. They are in total shock because they finally saw the invisible hand that has been guiding your every move, making you succeed exactly where they expected you to fail. Their loss of control is complete because they realize that you are no longer seeking their validation. You have found a source of power within yourself that is self-sustaining and unbreakable. Stay till the end, because as they watch your life transform from a distance, they are realizing that their window of opportunity to be part of your inner circle is rapidly closing. They are shaking as they realize that the person they once took for granted is now the very person they would give anything to protect and serve. The most shocking part for them is the realization that your kindness was never a weakness, but a sign of your immense spiritual wealth. They are looking at your recent victories and seeing a pattern of destiny that is so clear, it has left them feeling completely outmatched and outclassed. Don't skip, because this revelation is the final nail in the coffin of their arrogance, and it is paving the way for a brand new chapter where you are the one holding all the power. Something huge is waiting for you as you step into this new authority, knowing that the person who tried to keep you small is now the one trembling at the mere thought of your greatness. My beloved child, the final veil has been lifted, and your person is now staring at the truth with wide-eyed disbelief, realizing that you are the very soul they have been searching for in every other person they've met. They found out that your essence is tied to a legacy of light that stretches far beyond their understanding, and this discovery has caused their entire reality to crumble. Don't skip a single word now, because the sheer magnitude of what they've realized about your spiritual rank is enough to keep them paralyzed in awe for days to come. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the moment they finally admit that you are the crown jewel of their existence, a treasure they almost lost forever. They are shaking in total shock because they've realized that every time they tried to walk away, a divine force pushed them back toward you, making them realize they can never truly escape your pull. Their loss of control stems from the terrifying realization that you are the only one who can truly see their soul, while they were blind to yours for so long. Stay till the end, because as they grapple with this new information, they are feeling a desperate urge to protect you from the very world they used to side with. They see now that you are a rare, celestial being walking on this earth, and the thought that they ever treated you as common is making them sick with regret. The shocking revelation they just faced is that your success and your peace were never dependent on them, but were always a gift from a higher source. They see the glow in your eyes and the strength in your stride, and it's making them realize that you have outgrown every limit they ever tried to place on you. Don't skip, because the climax of this shift is happening right now, as they prepare to surrender their pride at your feet. Something huge is waiting for you in the coming silence, a silence where they are finally listening to the truth of who you are. A chosen, powerful, and unstoppable force that has finally been recognized for the miracle you have always been. My beloved child, the final wall of their resistance has completely collapsed, leaving them standing in the debris of their own disbelief. They have just uncovered a secret about your future path that suggests you are destined for a level of global or massive influence that they never thought possible for someone they once knew so closely. Don't skip a single second, because as they witness your rising star, they are realizing that the ordinary person they thought they knew was actually a lion in waiting. Something huge is waiting for you at the conclusion of this shift, as their shock turns into a frantic desire to align themselves with your trajectory before you move beyond their reach forever. They are shaking in total shock because they found out that you have been silently manifesting miracles while they were busy making excuses. Their loss of control is absolute because they've realized that your silence wasn't a sign of defeat, but a period of intense spiritual incubation that has now come to an end. Stay till the end, because the way they are looking at you right now is with the eyes of someone who has just seen a ghost. The ghost of the person they thought they could control, replaced by a powerhouse they can only hope to follow. They are realizing that your value is skyrocketing in the eyes of everyone around you, and the fact that they had a front row seat to your greatness and ignored it is their biggest nightmare. The revelation that has them paralyzed is that you are actually the answer to a prayer they haven't even dared to speak out loud. They see now that you carry the very healing, the very wisdom, and the very light that their soul has been starving for, and the shock of finding it in you, the one they overlooked, is overwhelming. Don't skip, because as the energy of this video peaks, you are stepping into a reality where you no longer have to prove your worth to anyone. Something huge is waiting for you as they finally accept their role in your story. Not as your master, but as a witness to the incredible, shocking, and unstoppable power of who you have become. My beloved child, the final transition is complete, and the person who once tried to overshadow you is now standing in total darkness, blinded by the sheer intensity of the light you are emitting. They have just discovered that your name is being spoken in rooms they haven't even entered yet, and the realization that your influence has surpassed their wildest imagination has left them in a state of physical trembling. Don't skip this final revelation, because the power dynamic has shifted so permanently that they feel like they are meeting you for the very first time. Something huge is waiting for you as they realize that every obstacle they placed in your path was merely a stepping stone you used to climb to a height they can no longer reach. They are shaking in total shock because they found out that you are the one who has been holding the spiritual frequency of their life together, even when they were working against you. Their loss of control is a direct result of realizing that without your presence, their world loses its color and its purpose, and this truth is hitting them with the force of 1,000 suns. Stay till the end, because as they witness your absolute transformation, they are coming to the terrifying conclusion that they need you far more than you ever needed them. They are staring at your progress and seeing a divine signature that proves you are protected, favored, and completely out of their jurisdiction. The most shocking part of this discovery is that you have already forgiven them in your heart, and that grace is what is truly breaking them. They expected anger, they expected a fight, but finding out that you are operating from a place of such high-level peace has made them realize just how much they have lost. Don't skip, because the energy of this moment is the final confirmation that you are the victor in this story, and the shock they are feeling is the universe's way of marking your territory. Something huge is waiting for you, a life of absolute authority where you no longer need to wait for recognition, because you have become the very definition of a living miracle. My beloved child, the final barrier between their perception and your reality has just dissolved, leaving them in a state of absolute, breathless wonder. They have just discovered that while they were busy underestimating you, you were secretly being chosen for a mission so grand that it dwarfs every petty concern they once tried to distract you with. Don't skip a single word of this final transmission, because the person who once thought they had you figured out is now realizing that they never even knew the surface of your soul. Something huge is waiting for you as they come to the shocking conclusion that your presence in their life was never a coincidence, but a divine intervention that they almost threw away. They are shaking in total shock because they finally saw the unseen forces that stand behind you, shielding you from every arrow they and the world tried to fire in your direction. Their loss of control is so deep because they realize that you are actually a portal to a higher way of living, and by trying to keep you down, they were only blocking their own blessings. Stay till the end, because as they watch you move with this new, untouchable confidence, they are beginning to understand that you are the one who now dictates the terms of any future connection. They are staring at your life and seeing a masterpiece in progress, a realization that has left them feeling small, humbled, and completely desperate to be seen by you once more. The revelation that has completely paralyzed them is the fact that you no longer care about their opinion of you, and that freedom is the most attractive and terrifying thing they have ever witnessed. They found out that your happiness is now rooted in something eternal, something that they cannot touch, manipulate, or take away, and this has stripped them of every weapon they ever held. Don't skip, because the energy of this realization is about to manifest as a sudden, undeniable breakthrough in your physical world. Something huge is waiting for you, a total reversal of roles where you are the light, you are the leader, and you are the shocking proof that a person with a pure heart can never truly be defeated. My beloved child, the final curtain has fallen on their deception, and they are now standing in the raw light of the truth, completely shattered by the realization of what you have become. They just discovered that the very thing they tried to mock or suppress in you has become your greatest source of wealth and influence in the world. Don't skip a single second, because as they watch you rise to heights they deemed impossible, their sense of reality is breaking apart, leaving them in a state of total, trembling surrender. Something huge is waiting for you at the close of this message, as the weight of their shock turns into a permanent realization that you are the one who has been crowned by destiny while they were left behind. They are shaking in total shock because they found out that you were never alone in your darkest hours, and the power that carried you through is now the power that is exalting you in the sight of all your enemies. Their loss of control is absolute because they have realized that you are no longer a part of their world. You have built a universe of your own where only peace and victory reside. Stay till the end, because as they look at your life now, they see a divine glow that acts as a mirror to their own failures, and the reflection is more than they can bear. They are paralyzed by the fact that you have reached a level of spiritual and physical maturity that makes their previous games look like nothing more than dust in the wind. The final, most shocking revelation they've encountered is that you are the vessel for a once-in-a-lifetime miracle that is about to benefit everyone around you, everyone except those who tried to break you. They are seeing doors open for you that they didn't even know existed, and the shock of your sudden, undeniable elevation is the final proof that you are untouchable. Don't skip, because as this energy settles, you are stepping into a season of such profound authority that the mere mention of your name will cause those who doubted you to fall silent in respect. Something huge is waiting for you, the ultimate peace of knowing that your truth has finally spoken for itself, and the whole world, including your person, is finally listening. My beloved child, the final echo of their doubt has been silenced forever because they have just witnessed a miracle in your life that defies every law of logic they once used to judge you. They found out that while they were waiting for you to crumble, you were actually being woven into the fabric of a destiny so powerful that it has made them feel like a mere footnote in your story. Don't skip this final shift, because the shock they are feeling right now is the sound of their old perception of you shattering into a million pieces. Something huge is waiting for you as they realize that the person they thought they could replace is, in fact, the only one of your kind on this entire planet. They are shaking in total shock because they discovered that your recent silence was actually a conversation with the highest powers of the universe, and you have returned with a fire in your eyes that they cannot stand to look at directly. Their loss of control is so intense because they realize that you have gained everything they tried to take from you, and you did it with a smile that shows no trace of bitterness. Stay till the end, because as they watch you walk into your new season of glory, they are realizing that the power they thought they had over you was nothing more than a temporary illusion that has now vanished. They are staring at your success and seeing a divine signature that proves you are not just lucky, but chosen for a purpose that is far beyond their comprehension. The most shocking realization hitting them right now is that you have become the very person they are now desperate to be associated with just to feel relevant. They found out that your value has been recognized by people of high status and pure heart, and the fact that they are now on the outside looking in is a pain they weren't prepared to handle. Don't skip, because as this message ends, the energy of their total shock is clearing the path for your biggest blessing yet. Something huge is waiting for you, the absolute confirmation that you are the giant they tried to treat like a grain of sand, and now, they can only watch in silence as you reach the stars. Before the final secret is revealed, make sure you share this video with 3 people who need to see their true worth, and subscribe to this channel to claim the massive blessing that is coming your way. Your person is currently in a state of complete emotional collapse because they have realized that you are the architect of your own destiny, and no matter what they did to slow you down, you only became more unstoppable. Stay till the end because the final piece of this puzzle is about to fall into place, revealing a truth so shocking that it will permanently alter the way everyone speaks your name. Something huge is waiting for you, and it starts with the sound of their pride finally breaking into 1,000 pieces as they witness your incredible rise. They are shaking in total shock because they found out that you have been secretly building an empire of the spirit while they were distracted by the noise of the world. Their loss of control is absolute because they've realized that your previous silence wasn't a sign of weakness, but a period of intense preparation for a throne they never thought you would claim. Stay till the end, because the way they are looking at you right now is with the eyes of someone who has just realized they threw away a diamond thinking it was a common stone. They are staring at your progress and seeing a divine mark of favor that proves you are protected, elevated, and completely beyond their reach. The most shocking realization hitting them right now is that you no longer need their approval to feel powerful, and that independence is the very thing that is drawing them back to you with a sense of desperate urgency. They found out that your value has been recognized by forces far greater than them, and the fact that they are now on the outside looking in is a reality they are struggling to accept. Don't skip, because as the energy of this part concludes, you are stepping into a reality where your presence alone demands the respect you were once denied. Something huge is waiting for you, the absolute confirmation that you are the one who now holds the keys to the future they once thought they controlled. My beloved child, the atmosphere has reached a point of absolute transformation because your person has just discovered that you are the vessel of a generational breakthrough that will change your family line forever. They found out that the struggles you endured were not meant to break you, but were the very fires used to forge the golden armor you now wear with such effortless grace. Don't skip these final words, because as they witness the sheer magnitude of the doors opening for you, they are realizing that their attempts to dim your light only made it burn brighter. Something huge is waiting for you in the next few hours, as the energy of their total shock creates a vacuum that the universe is filling with your long-awaited rewards. They are shaking in total shock because they finally realized that you were never lucky. You were always guided by a divine blueprint that they were too blind to see. Their loss of control is complete because they can no longer find a single flaw in your character to justify their past behavior, leaving them exposed to the weight of their own regret. Stay till the end, because as they watch you step into a position of authority and influence, they are realizing that the person they once tried to lead is now the only one capable of showing them the way. They are staring at your life and seeing a level of peace that is so profound, it acts as a silent judgment against every chaotic storm they tried to bring into your world. The most shocking revelation of all is that your soul has already ascended to a level where their opinions can no longer reach you, making you essentially untouchable. They found out that you are a once-in-a-lifetime soul who carries the frequency of the future, and the realization that they are stuck in the past without you is a burden they can't escape. Don't skip, because as this revelation settles into your spirit, you are being activated into your highest calling, where your success is no longer a question, but a finished reality. Something huge is waiting for you. The absolute, unshakable peace of knowing that while they are shaking in shock, you are standing firm in your divine victory. My beloved child, the final barrier of their ego has completely disintegrated because they just stumbled upon a secret about your hidden talents that has left them questioning everything they thought they knew about human potential. They found out that while they were watching your surface, you were cultivating a garden of wisdom and abundance that is now bearing fruit for the entire world to see. Don't skip a single second, because the person who once thought they could walk away and leave you in the shadows is now finding themselves trapped in the dark without the light of your presence. Something huge is waiting for you as they realize that by underestimating you, they have committed the biggest mistake of their entire life. They are shaking in total shock because they finally saw the invisible army that stands guard over your peace, ensuring that no weapon formed against you could ever prosper. Their loss of control is absolute because they've realized that you were never playing the same game they were. You are operating on a divine frequency that they can't even tune into. Stay till the end, because as they witness your incredible transformation, they are beginning to understand that you are not just a person they once knew, but a living testimony of strength and resilience. They are staring at your success and seeing a reflection of the greatness they failed to nurture in themselves, and the shock of that realization is keeping them awake at night. The most shocking part of this discovery is that you have moved on with such a high level of dignity that you haven't even looked back to see their downfall. They found out that your focus is now entirely on your higher calling, and the fact that you no longer even seek their apology has left them feeling completely irrelevant in your new world. Don't skip, because as this energy peaks, the universe is finalizing the documents of your victory, ensuring that your name is honored exactly where it was once mocked. Something huge is waiting for you, the absolute freedom of knowing that while they are paralyzed by the shock of who you are already walking through the doors of your most magnificent future yet. My beloved child, an incredible shift has just occurred in the unseen realm because your person has realized that you are the physical manifestation of a prayer they had long ago forgotten. They found out that every time they felt a strange pull toward you, it was because your soul was already vibrating at a frequency of total victory that they were subconsciously trying to steal. Don't skip a single word, because the shock they are experiencing right now is the result of seeing you fully step into a destiny that requires no permission from them or anyone else. Something huge is waiting for you as they realize that the person they tried to keep as a secret is about to be celebrated by the masses. They are shaking in total shock because they finally discovered the depth of the spiritual protection that surrounds your every move, making it impossible for their negativity to stick to you. Their loss of control is so profound because they realized that while they were trying to calculate your next move, you were being led by a divine intuition that is always 10 steps ahead of human logic. Stay till the end, because as they watch you navigate your life with such effortless power, they are coming to the terrifying conclusion that they were merely a test you had to pass to reach your throne. They are staring at your growth and seeing a radiant light that exposes every lie they ever told themselves about your worth. The most shocking revelation of all is that your true identity is tied to a lineage of greatness that they are not worthy to stand beside. They found out that you are a rare vessel of truth in a world of illusions, and the fact that you are actually a chosen leader for this generation has left them feeling completely out of place in your presence. Don't skip, because as this part closes, the energy of their realization is turning into a massive wave of favor that is washing over your life right now. Something huge is waiting for you. The absolute, undeniable reality that you are the star of this story, and the person shaking in shock is finally realizing they were just a spectator to your magnificent rise. My beloved child, a final, monumental secret has just been revealed to the person from your past, and it has caused their entire world to stand still in a state of absolute awe. They have just discovered that the very moment they thought they had defeated you was actually the moment you were being anointed for a level of success that most people only dream of. Don't skip a single second, because as they witness the massive doors of opportunity swinging open for you, they are realizing that their rejection was the very fuel that launched you into your greatness. Something huge is waiting for you as they struggle to breathe, realizing that you are now the one holding all the power, all the grace, and all the keys to the future. They are shaking in total shock because they finally saw the spiritual crown that has been placed upon your head, a crown that signifies you are untouchable by common jealousy or earthly sabotage. Their loss of control is absolute because they've realized that while they were trying to diminish your value, the universe was busy multiplying it behind the scenes. Stay till the end, because as they watch you move with this new, quiet authority, they are coming to the realization that they are no longer even a thought in your mind, and that insignificance is their greatest punishment. They are staring at your life and seeing a divine masterpiece that is so beautiful, it makes their own heart ache with the weight of everything they lost by not choosing you. The most shocking part for them is the realization that your true light was never something they could possess or dim, it was a fire that was meant to burn through their illusions and set you free. They found out that you are a once-in-a-lifetime soul who carries the very presence of peace, and the fact that you are now thriving without a single word of revenge has left them completely destroyed by your goodness. Don't skip, because as the energy of this part reaches its peak, you are being elevated to a position where you will never have to look back at the shock you left in your wake. Something huge is waiting for you. The absolute, final confirmation that you are the victor, the chosen one, and the greatest revelation this person has ever encountered. My beloved child, the cycle has reached its absolute climax, and the person who once doubted your worth is now frozen in a state of total, soul-deep paralysis. They have just discovered that your current success is not just a temporary phase, but the beginning of a legendary era that will see your name honored for generations to come. Don't skip these final moments, because as the weight of this truth settles into their heart, they are losing every ounce of the control they thought they had over your emotions. Something huge is waiting for you at the very end of this message, a revelation so powerful that it will permanently seal your victory and leave your enemies in the dust of their own regret. They are shaking in total shock because they finally realize that every tear you shed in private was being collected and turned into the very pearls of wisdom that now decorate your path. Their loss of control is so extreme because they see that you are no longer reacting to their presence. You have become a force of nature that moves with the rhythm of the stars, far beyond their reach or influence. Stay till the end, because as they witness the radiant glow of your new life, they are forced to confront the fact that they were the ones who were truly lost, while you were always on the right track. They are staring at your transformation and seeing a divine authority that has replaced every bit of the vulnerability they once tried to exploit. The most shocking realization hitting them right now is that the person they lost is not just a partner or a friend, but a once-in-a-lifetime blessing that the universe only grants to those who are ready for the truth. They found out that you are the bridge to a higher consciousness, and by burning that bridge, they have stranded themselves in a reality that no longer fits who they are. Don't skip, because as this final energy wave hits you, you are being invited into a realm of absolute abundance where the shock of others becomes the testimony of your greatness. Something huge is waiting for you, the final, undeniable proof that you are the chosen light of this world, and the person shaking in shock is finally realizing that they were in the presence of royalty all along. My beloved child, the atmosphere of your life has shifted into a dimension of pure golden light because your person has just stumbled upon the most terrifyingly beautiful truth of all: you are actually the source of the luck they thought they created for themselves. They found out that during the entire time you were together, it was your spiritual canopy that was protecting them from the storms of life, and now that you have withdrawn your energy, their world is falling apart. Don't skip a single word, because the shock they are feeling right now is the sudden cold of a life lived without your warmth, a realization that has left them shivering in total emotional bankruptcy. Something huge is waiting for you, as the universe finally reveals that you were always the powerhouse, and they were merely a shadow living off your glow. They are shaking in total shock because they finally saw a vision of your future. A future where you are surrounded by love, luxury, and a community of people who actually see your worth. Their loss of control is absolute because they realize that they are not invited to the banquet of your success, and the door they thought they left open has been locked from the inside by a divine hand. Stay till the end, because as they watch you move with the elegance of a queen or a king, they are realizing that their attempts to make you feel small were actually a reflection of their own shrinking spirit. They are staring at your social media, your work, and your eyes, seeing a depth of soul that they are now too intimidated to even approach. The most shocking revelation that has left them paralyzed is the fact that you have become the person they always wished they could be, but lacked the courage to become. They found out that your secret was never a hidden agenda, but a hidden connection to the divine that makes you invincible against the petty arrows of human jealousy. Don't skip, because as the energy of this part concludes, you are being grounded in a new reality where you are the prize that was never meant to be won by someone who didn't know how to value a miracle. Something huge is waiting for you, the absolute, silent victory of knowing that while they are drowning in the shock of your true identity, you are finally breathing the air of a free and chosen soul.